Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today, I promised you that I was going to create a budget for myself. And guess what? I actually did. I created a budget. You know, sometimes we get away from the things that we have done in the past and that we tell people to do, right? And so it was imperative that I got back to creating a budget of my own financial future, right? Because just because you have money to spend, just because you can not look at the receipt in the grocery store, just because you, and the reason why I started thinking like that too is because of Nicki Minaj or Drake. It was like, oh, I pop tags, I don't even look at the receipt. When I was broke, people, when I was really broke, and I really had to look at every receipt, when I had to look at every dollar that I spent, whoo! I mean, it was just a breath of fresh air to now go into a grocery store and be like, you know what? I don't need to look at what I'm buying. I don't need to look at the price. And so when anyone asks me what I splurge on, it's groceries. I love to splurge on groceries. I buy whatever I want when I want it. I don't slack on what I eat. And so it's not shoes, it's not clothes, it's groceries, people. I love food. If you ever watch my YouTube, if you ever watch my Instagram or Facebook, I'm always eating, eating real good, okay? But I created a budget for my finances. Why did I do that? Because I was just doing whatever I wanted, honestly. So I came up on more money. I started making more money. I started getting more passive income. And I said, okay, I'm going to allocate more money to investing. I'm going to allocate more money to paying off the homes. I'm going to allocate more money to my savings account. But I wasn't necessarily understanding how much money was really coming in versus how much money am I investing and saving. Was I investing? Yes. Was I saving? Yes. Was I putting money away for a rainy day? Yes. Was I becoming richer by the day? Absolutely. And if anyone knows me, you know that I love passive income. So I love the cash flow that I get from my real estate. I love the dividends that I get from the stock market. I love basically the interest that I get from my Series I bonds, and even the interest that I get from my high yield savings accounts. So I absolutely love passive income. I don't have a mortgage payment because my tenants pay my mortgage. I house hack, and my other rental property is also being rented out completely, and therefore that leaves me with utility bills, which is water, electric, gas, and what's another utility? Internet. And now I have one subscription, which is Crunchyroll, which is $10 a month, and I share that with the family because I'm such a generous person. And honestly, most of my utilities, again, are still covered with the cash flow from the rental properties alone, which again allows me to, when I work, I literally just put that into investments and savings. And yeah, so I had to start to diversify that more, and I had to start to understand where everything is going, right? So I was originally just investing tons of money into the stock market every single month, and putting money in my savings, and putting money in my properties, the principal of the properties. So I didn't stop putting the same amount that I was putting in to the properties in terms of the principal payments, right? And the principal payments is straight from me, directly from me. That's not the cash flow coming from my tenants. And then the savings is straight from me as well. All the cash flow from the tenants really just go into the property and a little bit extra for utilities. So I started to notice, like, okay, I'm not going to spend $350 a month on groceries, but my budget will be $350 a month on groceries. A lot of people are like $350 a month, that's it? Or some people would say $350 a month, that much? To be honest, I buy a lot of food that I can freeze. So that's going to be chicken, which honestly you can get a whole rack of chicken from Sam's Club for like $6. And those are the chicken breasts. You can get the chicken legs or thighs for like $7, a whole rack. If I ate 2 of those a day, it would still last me like 3 weeks easily. And obviously I'm not eating chicken every single day. Then we go and get the red meat. Honestly, I haven't been feeling too good about red meat, and my doctor told me to stay away from it. It's because I'm supposed to be on a Mediterranean diet, but don't tell my doctor. So what happens now? That is a little bit more expensive, so we're looking at anywhere from 14 to 20 bucks, and I'll probably buy 2 different types of red meat. So I bought steak recently. I bought beef chunks, and I think that was all I bought in terms of red meat this time around. I didn't see any lamb. I probably would have got lamb instead of this steak, but that's neither here nor there. It's probably gonna run me around 35 to 40 bucks. Then you got your milk. I buy that in bulk. You have your, I was loving the hummus that I had recently, so I bought hummus. I bought a whole thing of beans. I'm not about to go over my entire grocery list, but understand that a lot of the stuff that I buy can easily be stored for a long period of time. And so when I want it, I have it, I eat it. So when breaking down my financial list, I also put into the account that I'm actually about to get braces again. And these are invisible braces to some degree, very clear braces. So unless you watch this YouTube channel, a lot of people won't know that I'm going to have braces moving forward. I don't have them in right now. I'm picking them up this week coming up. So the next time you see a video with me not in this clothing, you would know that, okay, he has his braces in right now when he's shooting a video. For anyone who is watching this video and watches another video of mine where I'm not wearing this in the future, put in the chat money team and let me know that you're a true subscriber. I'm gonna maybe start a like competition and start giving out some prizes for those who watch this specific video and puts money team in the chat when they watch a new video of mine and I actually have the retainers in or the braces in. So that's kind of cool. What did having a budget allow me to do for real? All right, so I spend less than what I make. I already knew I was spending less than what I make, obviously, because I'm never in the red. But having an idea of how much I can actually spend week to week is really so empowering, because what that allowed me to do is understand like, oh, if I don't spend $100 this week, then I am going to be in the green. Like I'm actually having even more money left over for the following week or for the following month or for the following year. And then you're trying to figure out, how come I have so much money left over? Well, I didn't spend any money last week. I only spent $200 this week. No wonder I have all this money left over. So it's starting to make sense. It's starting to like trickle down to where even my savings account is saying, ooh, I'm beefy. Ooh, I'm doing so much right now. You got to invest me. You got to save me. You got to. And you know what? Another thing is I just went and followed the budget. So I went and put my money in my savings. I went and I put my money in my investments. I went and I bought my food. But what happened was the food budget was less than what I accounted for. My spend for the week was way less because there was like 2 weeks where I didn't spend anything. You know, staying in your house is free, especially when you got everything you want in it. And so that increases my budget in itself. Not necessarily increases my budget. My budget stays the same, but the money in my checking account just continues to increase, which now says, okay, what am I going to do with this money? I'm already investing in my 401k. I'm already saving. I'm already getting all these other things taken care of. And so if I'm going to not spend as much as what my free money allows me to spend on any given month, then I might as well put more into the stock market. So once you hit a certain number, once you hit a certain amount, you might just say, you know what, let me go ahead and throw some money in the stock market additionally, because like, what else am I going to do with it? And so I love that. I love knowing that, hey, I didn't spend that much money this week, so I can go and do this. And in fact, I don't necessarily feel guilty now if I say, yo, I'm going to buy this video game, or I'm going to do this. It's Friday. I didn't spend no money at all. If I want to spend $100 on a new video game, it's not like it's the end of the world. In fact, I have the budget for it. It's so insane. You understand? And it's not like I was living on rice and beans or pennies before, guys. Like, I am making tens of thousands of dollars every month. But I would still sit there and be like, you know what? I'm not going to get this new game for $70. I'm going to wait until it hits $40 or $50. It's something about knowing that the price of something is going to go down regardless. So why would I buy it at the top? It's like buying a brand new car and you know it's just going to go down in value. Like, why would I do that? Why would I eat $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 in costs? And so I think one of the negatives of the budget is that it's going to shift me away from my mindset just a little bit. For these smaller purchases where it's a $70 video game, I might not think twice about it anymore. I might just say, you know what? I don't need to wait 2 more months for it to go down to $40. I can enjoy it for 2 more months right now if I just go ahead and get it. And so that might be the mindset, that the mind shift that I start to get into, that I don't necessarily want to have, but I know that my life will be more fun. And I know that it's not necessarily going to take away from my financial gains. And so anyone else would probably say, go for it. Go ahead and do it because you deserve it. And I can't lie to them and say that I don't. So that's all I really had to say on that. Let's see what else now. Yeah, now I know what I have left over. I spend less than what I make. I've always spent less than what I make, but now I know how much less I'm spending from what I make, which is also like just very encouraging, very, very nice to know, oh, I'm really under my budget this week. Oh, I'm not spending even a fraction of what I'm taking home. Okay, I spent 1/3 of what I'm allowed to spend this week. And yes, I'm allowed to spend that much because you have to be in control of your own money and not the other way around, right? And so when we look at that, I'm like, okay, braces coming up. I have all the money I need in order to pay for that, right? My braces, people, is over four grand. So like, if you are just sitting around and like, oh, I'm not having a budget, I'm gonna go willy-nilly, I'm going to do whatever. Listen, you're not gonna have 4 grand sitting around to make your teeth look a little bit better. Like, some people might say, why you need braces, bro? Your teeth look okay. Like, it's not the best in the world, but it's okay. Why do you need braces? Well, I want braces because, look, I want to speak to you all, and I want to have the best smile possible. And the only way to do that is to put some money into it. So that's all I really had to say. Now you know that I'm a man of my word. I'm not only just preaching a budget is key, but I also have a budget myself. And I don't care how much money you got. LeBron James got a budget. Elon Musk got a budget. We all should have a budget. Now, everybody's spending is going to be different. But at the end of the day, worry about yourself. Worry about who you are and the budget that you create for you. Nobody else should be dictating how much money you spend. If you don't got it this month, you don't got it this month. That's it. Don't ever go into the red for nobody or nothing. All right, Mother's Day is coming up. I hope you guys have put some money aside so that you can be winners and move past that as well. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.